Welcome back to Newcrest, and thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited because we have actually hit 80 subscribers. Finally, it feels like we've been stuck at like mid 70 range for like months, and I've been sweating, but I really appreciate you guys. If you're enjoying all of the series I've been putting out, I am so happy because I'm having a blast doing it, and I love hearing from you guys. If you are new, please subscribe. I really appreciate that. And also, if you don't mind today, leave me a like and a little comment about today's video, which today we are going to be working on the kitchen and bathroom of our landlady in the apartments. So, I'm going to meet you in build mode in just a bit. Welcome back to Georgie's flat. Yes, we are going to be working on this kitchen today. As you can see, I have put a couple of things in already because they are hard. Although this looks like a ledge, it is not on this window. So it's like having to futz about with it and use tool mod and all of that to get all of these things on here, but it turned out well, so I'm happy. We're also going to be working on the bathroom, and because she is the landlady, I'm going to be adding some special touches in. I feel like in this apartment building you can paint and do a few little things with permission, like maybe like change light fixtures out or something like that. But of course, you're not going to be able to touch like the main fixtures. But for Georgie, because she owns the building, her and her sisters own the building, I feel like they kind of like gave themselves a little leeway, obviously, with what they wanted in their apartments. So I'm actually going to go ahead and change the bathroom color right quick. I want to still keep the same tile, even though this is technically like a warmer ivory, which is actually good for me because that is definitely more Georgie than this like stark like neutral to blue white, but I want to keep the peach. I'm also going to be changing like the mirror color. I'm going to keep the same objects, just changing up some of the colors in here. Now in here, the kitchen, I am going to keep these same colors. The more I was looking at this, it just looks so prisonish to me. I know that's somebody's vibe, it's not mine, but everybody has opinions. But I really like that this wood kind of warms things up because, boy, it is prison-esque in my opinion. Anyway, let's go ahead and start here. So I've chosen this rug, and I had a hard time because I was trying to find the perfect rug. At first I was thinking I wanted a peachy pink rug, and then I was like, no, neutral. And I was like, but then if she drops anything in here, then it's going to be all gross. And I was thinking, well, this is Georgie. She doesn't cook anyway, and if she gets some wine on there, she can just send it out. You know, so yeah, she probably has a maid too that kind of cleans up all this stuff. So it was between this guy, and I just thought this was a little bit better with all the other things I have, which you'll see in a bit. But yeah, so we're having that. I wanted it to be a little bit longer. If it was like hard to do with the tool mod, so this is what we're getting. I wish it was like slightly shorter, but I just can't get it that way, so this is what we're getting in the scheme of things, and I'm not hating it. I like the pattern, and out of all of the rugs that we have, this one fit my vision for Georgie's kitchen. Now you know, we have to go ahead and take it all the way when it comes to the curtainage in Georgie's house. So this is the first layer. Oh yes, we're doing window treatments. And I'm just trying to make sure this isn't cutting in because for some reason, like the way that I have this window, it's weird, but yeah, that's not cutting in. Okay. Yeah, we're doing window treatments. And what I had in mind was this like neutral kind of old style. Well, it's going to be old style regardless in my opinion. And then we go through and we put these guys. And like I was thinking originally is gonna do some more swagadocious stuff over here, but this actually looked better in my opinion for like a kitchen window. So I think this is what we're going to do. I need to kind of like space this out so that it's like not, there we go. That there's no like gaps in between. Yep, that is the vision right there. Yes. I kind of wish that the outer curtains were a little bit more cream based, kind of like these, but that is not to be. Oh, one other thing I forgot to show you guys that I changed up. I changed the mirror that was over here to these like 80s, 90s looking guys. I just thought these were fitting the bill. Absolutely stunning. And I put some like of those LED lights in them so they're kind of like lit a little bit. Oh my God, that just screamed it to me. And then what I was thinking when I was putting those in is I was going to make this into a little bar cabinet area since I have the one single tile bar now, and I am here for it. When I get it, when you guys see it in a little bit, you're going to be here for it too. It is so of the era. And I feel like Georgie likes a lot of, well, just a little bit of the drink, you know? So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. And then I'm thinking I need some kind of lighting over here. So I just went ahead and I stole this guy and I'm just putting them right above the sink because it is so dark in here otherwise. And I did make sure that I have like all warm lights in here because that is one thing I feel like she needs. Oh, and I also put some LED strips above these too. I forgot. I was having a little playtime before when I was picking everything out. I just think that looks so much better at night, especially. Like it was super dark in here before with just like this light and the lamp. So I was like, you know what? We need a little bit of something. I did take the hall light out over here and I might just put one in the middle or something, but we will have an LED light over here. So there will be some light throughout, but for now we're focusing on the kitchen. So let's stay on task, mama. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the bar in. So this is the single bar. I have this swatch here and this like kind of creamy beige marble, which let me get the light so you can actually see what we're doing here. There we go. Like this creamy, chocolatey, beigey, like tinted marble. It just screamed like 90s to me, so that's what we're doing. I put a little bit of nectar on the top with these tasteful grandma-esque 90s 80s lady dried flowers plant thing. So yeah, and these are in her colors, of course, creams, blues, and mauve pinks, peach color. So that is that little moment. I think this little nook is perfect. Like, look at that. That was like meant to be there. I kind of don't like how the bar is in there, but maybe it's like integrated and she had it built. I don't know. But I'm loving it with the mirror and then these two mirrors. These two mirrors. It's hitting just the right spot for me. Okay. Now on top of the refrigerator, because this was looking very bare to me, I was like, what can I put here? She doesn't really cook. I'm not going to put a bunch of like cake stands and things like I would in like her sister Cookie's house, like, you know. But I was thinking, well, I remember and I've seen older ladies like this having urns and things, like just decorative things like this. And I think, yeah, that's floating. I'm going to have to put it down with the tool mod. There we go. Yeah, and so I was thinking that looks really good, but you know what it could use? Some greenery. So I was like, well, I don't have anything like that. And I was like, wait, yeah, we do. This is that like mistletoe stuff from, let me see, I think it's Seasons. Yeah, like they call it Jolly Garlands. And I think it's usually supposed to go on like a table or around something, but I sized it up with the bracket key and kind of put it down with the tool mod. And I mean, I think this is a perfect. This is pretty much what I was thinking about, like that ivy, even though it's supposed to be mistletoe, like that ivy fake greenery from the 90s. You know, if I was industrious enough, I would like put some out of the top, but I'm not really that good with the tool mod, so we're just gonna put it down like this. And I thought that was perfect. It just really makes that space special. I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion though. Your opinion might be different, but I feel like that's perfect with that swaggy window treatment, and we just have a few more things we're putting on. We're having a little bit of a shorter part today because really and truly there is not much going on with these two rooms since there's like so much fixtures already. But I think I think they're nice enough to be their own part instead of just like putting them in with like the other rooms. But I wanted to put some kind of knives because I feel like even though she doesn't cook, she likes the idea of like, oh, well, these are my really expensive knives that I had from Peru. I don't know. And other cookware that she has. And maybe she can somewhat cook a few dishes. Maybe she took like a cooking class at some point and can like make something like fancy, but she's not like a regular cook. She's always had a cook in her house or like a personal chef, or they've always ordered out or whatever, but she does have some cooking utensils. And I didn't want to put too much out since we're so like squeezed for space here. So I just put out some little jars, and I wanted to put out a little coffee maker for her because I imagine she has to have her coffee, and I want to make it pink because we have so much peach and stuff around. It's got to be pink. It's between that and like the beige, but I thought the pink was just a little bit more Georgie since we have this pink soap dispenser and so on. So I do think that is the kitchen done. It is very simplistic, but I mean, it is an apartment. You don't really want too much. Just kind of like out and about. And I think, like I said, that Georgie probably isn't home a lot anyway. I mean, she probably is more now because she probably is going through a little bit of grief with her divorce. And it's a little bit awky because her husband doesn't come to events or anything as much as he used to. I think they probably have something in their contract where, you know, as before they divorce, they're still like, you know, going to some fancy things here and there. But yeah, he's not really in the picture, so she's kind of like getting through that. And then of course we have the swankiest of bar areas. My goodness, I absolutely love this. This is so, if you could like have an alcove, if that's even a thing that it represents a person, this is Georgie Foster right here. All right, let's go ahead and work on the bathroom now. There's not too much to change in here. It's just a couple of things like fixture wise that I wanted to change. So I want to make this into like the warmer kind of like goldish bronzy color. I just feel like that's just so much more her style. And I wanted to make this also kind of fit that with this lighter wood and the kind of copper instead of the chrome. I thought that was a bit nicer. Or I guess it would be brass, not copper. Copper is more red or pink. And I'm coming through, I did size this down by 1 with this bath mat. I thought this was nice in this way instead of like this way. Not only would that be gross with the toilet, it's just really small if I try to do it like that. And I thought this would be nice underfoot while she's putting on her face masks and luxuriating, because I would imagine this thing is just full of skincare, this little drawer, which by the way, I don't have anything like this. I would love to have a little drawer in my bathroom vanity. We have a tiny little 1920s. It's almost like this, like tiny like this, like a bathroom. And I am dying for storage. Dying for storage. Now, one thing I thought was kind of fun and pretty. Oh, wait, before we do that, well, I guess I can do this first. I kind of was playing with these little sconce lights because I want to take this out. I think this is just way too much blaring light, especially maybe if she's had a drink the night before and she's got a little bit of a headache and sensitivity to light, as you do. And I thought this was just so girly and pretty and definitely something that Georgie would have above her vanity. I think that's cute. And then I do want to change the color of this. Probably to that. Let's see what the other ones are. Maybe to that one. Yeah, I think that one's a little bit less in your face. Yeah, so that is what the sink vanity area is looking for. It's kind of fisheye because I had to zoom out so much, but I rather like that. I think that is nice. Yes. So then we have I'm just going to be using this towel rack. It's got pink peach on it. It's that color. It's the simplest one, and I always use this laundry day. That's what it is. Towel rack. It fits so much. The colors on it are always nice. They have so many different ranges that are just kind of neutral, and I like that, other than like the bright yellow one. But yeah, you get it. I also think I want to change the colors on the shower. Again, she's the landlady of this particular building, so why not? So I'm thinking this one, but what about that one? I think we're doing that. I think we're doing the pink. That was not expected, but I'm here for it. I don't even think I've ever seen this swatch before. That is just about what we're looking for. All right, and then I have this laundry day wreath that I wanted to put over here above like the toilet area. And then I'm thinking I do want some kind of little pretty behind the toilet as well. So let me take a look at that. So did I find some things? Of course I did. So the first thing I found actually is going to go not in the bathroom, and it is this. I, again, never saw this until I was working on the Spalding house. This is Georgie's sister's house, and I was blown away because this is exactly the kind of Golden Girls aesthetic that I needed, and in that particular build and in this one too. I feel like that is a perfect space for that, and it was made to be there. Just for the bathroom, I just chose a couple of other little knickknacks here and there. I kind of wanted to spice up the vanity a little bit, so I put on some little lotions and potions and maybe things that she uses all the time that aren't just stored away and that are beautiful and she just wants to kind of showcase. So I'm actually going to be putting these a little bit further in because I want to put them at like a little bit of an angle, and I don't really want them hanging off the vanity as they would be. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's good on that. And then I also am going to be doing something similar with this toothbrush because in this scenario, we do want a toothbrush holder, but we don't have another slot over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put one here. And then I can hear you already thinking, but Mama Simsy, where's the hand soap? Oh, I got you. I got you. And look, it's in the colors. We did the thing, the colors of the thing. So there you go. I think that's a cute little setup on that. It's practical but pretty. And of course, I had to give her the gold toothbrush. And then for the back of the toilet, I'm just putting this little base game guy that I sized way down with the faux flowers, faux tulips, I suppose. I don't know if they're supposed to be fake, but they look, since they're base game, they don't look real. So this is what I'm going to be doing here. And the last thing I've got here is just this little candle. This is from the bathroom clutter kit, I believe. And I'm doing it in that same like flowery swatch, as you can see, and I really like that. I think that really does fit the aesthetic that we're going for in this bathroom. So here we are. This is the bathroom, and we are getting hit in the face with the towel rack. But I think that's quite nice. You can't really see the lights from this angle. I'll show you in a bit what those look like. But I'm pretty happy with all of that. I think that's very nice. Because I have curly hair, I would be afraid that my hair would get tangled up if I sat on the toilet. Maybe it wouldn't reach up there, but I would be very afraid each time. But I don't think that's something that Georgie thinks about. But yeah, here's the vanity with the lights and everything like that. I'm thinking about maybe putting some kind of a photograph here, or picture print or something pretty, but I don't know. Maybe something like this. I'm gonna have to think about it though, because this is kind of like, it just looks bare to me. This is kind of not the vibe. I don't like the dark wood behind there. I don't know, but that'll have to be something I think about. Maybe I'll do that on my own time. We have come to the end of the video today, so thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Do you like this? Is this fitting the vibe? I feel like that bathroom is perfect. I like the kitchen. I mean, it's an apartment building, so you can only do so much. Yes, she is the landlady, but I would maybe hazard a guess she didn't want to change the background, or like the backsplash in the kitchen, or like the cabinetry too much, because this place, you know, if she decides to move out, she finds a new beau or a new husband eventually or whatever, you can just leave it as it is and just kind of take the little topsy things off, you know, as you do, and you don't have to spend much more money. So I think this is a happy medium between Georgie style and just the bleak gray box apartment style. Tell me what you think. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.